Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. Yet we go forward to defend freedom.
The first strike against terrorism as a missile barrage lands on Afghanistan.
Peace and freedom will prevail. May God continue to bless America.
Explosions over Kabul, over Kandahar, over Jalalabad. 25 strike aircraft, 15 bombers including B-2 Tomahawk cruise missiles launched from warships.
America has no better friends than Australia. That was an attack on Australia as much as it was an attack on the United States.
And all the indications are it's just the beginning.
Do you have any time frame for the deployment of these assets?
No, I don't. War against terrorism, which is much our war and our fight and our struggle as it is for the people of the United States. National security is therefore about proper response to terrorism. It's also about having a far-sighted, strong, well-thought-out defence policy.
An ideology based upon liberty, which stands in stark contrast to the ideology of the thugs and murderers called the Taliban.
Terrorism.
Terrorist.
Terrorism.
Terrorist.
Terrorism.
Terrorist. Terrorist. Terrorist.
3, 2, 1.
The UN assistance mission in Afghanistan says almost 3,700 civilians were killed. The number of child casualties increased by 40%.
To say that these attacks are in any way against Afghanistan or the Afghan people is flat wrong.
But we must exercise restraint in the use of military force and always consider the long-term consequences of our actions.
Today, the Australian Defence Force is rightly held to account for allegations of grave misconduct on operations in Afghanistan. None of the alleged unlawful killings were described as being in the heat of battle. None were alleged to have occurred in circumstances in which the intent of the perpetrator was unclear, confused, or mistaken.
I think we should look forward to a good outcome because the people of Afghanistan deserve a good outcome.
We went there for the right reason.
Yes, it has been worth it.
It is a war we have to win, and it's a war we will win.
Freedom's always worth it.
The Morrison government's conscious decision to leave hundreds of our former Afghan civilian interpreters, other loyal allies and their family members behind to be slaughtered by the Taliban now renders this medal a badge of shame.
Afghanistan is a total and complete disaster. What are we doing?
Taliban wants to make a deal. We just signed an agreement.
Is a Taliban takeover of Afghanistan now inevitable?
It is not. It is not inevitable. The Taliban advance appears unstoppable. Regional capitals are falling like dominoes.
The Taliban has seized control of Kunduz.
Today it was Ghazni.
UN says this is likely to be the deadliest 12 months yet.
The Taliban are now in control of Afghanistan.
And the commercial flights are currently not running.
Mr. Raj, your despair is entirely understandable. And what do you want to say to those world leaders right now?
To those world leaders, I'm going to say really shame on you. I'm going to say to the whole world, shame on you for what you did to Afghanistan. What is happening in Afghanistan today is going to put this country 200 years back. Again.